Welcome to this immaculate, pristine, and somewhat uncomfortable episode of Talking Lamar. Today, I'm talking about the wonders of the ownership of a bidet. Let's get to it.
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
Sorry, I forgot what I was talking about.
What are you talking about?
I am talking to you.
That's just what I was talking about.
It's Talking Lamar.
If you are a regular listener to the Bob and Sheri show, you know one of the subjects that I'm not a big fan of is anything concerning the bathroom and what goes on in there. And of all the said bodily functions that are quite normal to all humans, and none of which I like to discuss. Carla, my smoking hot wife, has her own bathroom, and I have my own bathroom. And I make it my life's mission that we keep it that way and keep them separate. That's the way I roll. But years ago, I had heard about this mysterious and never talked about subject of the bidet, because a long time ago, we didn't know anything about them here in this country. But I first heard about it, I thought it was crazy. Now, if you're not familiar with what a bidet is, in the past, it was like a standalone plumbing fixture that resembled like a low sink. And before I had ever seen or heard of a bidet, I stayed at a place that actually had one. And it was sitting a couple of feet away from the toilet. And honestly, it looked like a water fountain for short people. And I thought, what a strange place to put something that looks like that. And of course, I avoided it like the plague because I had no idea.
Get a drink out of it.
Yeah,
no?
well, that's yeah.
You know, one of the things I love about you is you dive right into life like it's a swimming pool on a hot day. So I'm so glad you didn't go, what's it like to be a small person drinking out of this here fancy bathroom fountain? So glad.
But later on, when I read something about a bidet and what it was for, I remembered that thing that I saw in the bathroom. I said, oh my gosh, that's what it is. Now, what a bidet is for is to cleanse yourself after you use the restroom. It does not require paper unless you're dabbing away some moisture, unless it has like that fancy drying fan, and then you don't need anything. Now, my first major encounter with a bidet was my first trip to Japan when my daughter Kaylee was in an immersion school over there, tightening up on her Japanese. And I flew over and we backpacked Japan for about 10 days. And bidets are the norm in Japan. I mean, you get to the airport in Japan, you go to the bathroom, they're bidets. And these are the cat daddy bidets. I mean, you pick the temperature of the seat, you choose the temperature of the water that washes you, along with the amount of pressure. Like it could be as light as a mountain stream or wide open like you're cleaning a concrete driveway. I mean, however you want to do it, it don't matter. That's up to you. Now, then you get to choose how warm the air is that dries off everything. You don't have to be dabbing or nothing like that. They got a fan, and it has a couple of different speeds on it. I mean, it was one of the greatest experiences of my life. I mean, it makes going to the restroom like going to a spa, except instead of a facial, all the attention's at the other end. I mean, it's a working deal. It absolutely is. And when we go to visit Kaylee and my son-in-law Shige and the grandkids in Japan, I'm cramped in a coach seat for like 20-something hours. But I always remind myself that the Japanese bidet experience awaits me. And at the end of that journey, on the way back, I spend my time trying to figure out how in the world can I get one of these things in my bathroom? Now, it's gotten to be more popular over here, and you don't have to buy the entire bidet toilet, the one-piece thing like they have. Because these things over here, they start at like $1,500, and you can go up as high as $10,000. Now, I'm not sure what the 10 grand one does, and I'm pretty sure I don't want to know because I just can't imagine. I can't imagine. But
you'd have no time to work, I think, if you had a $10,000.
Exactly. I do know. I looked at one of those, and they talk to you You give it audible instructions. It does everything by voice. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy. Now, you can buy the toilet seat with the temperature and fan options, but you have to have an outlet next to your toilet. And that's not cheap. I mean, you're having to run electricity and stuff.
Yeah,
that's a problem.
Now you're bringing electricians and plumbers and contractors in. Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah. But while earlier this year, when we were on our vacation at Orange Beach, Alabama, the house that my brother-in-law Looney rented, we were the only one that had it, but our bathroom, it had a bidet. Nothing fancy, just the water deal. Now, I knew these existed, but the idea of the cold tap water versus the heated water, I'm thinking that wouldn't be comfortable because all you get there is just how it comes out of the tap. But I decided to give it a try day one. Wasn't bad. Really wasn't bad. In fact, it worked great. Even without the temperature control or a fan to dry you up, still, after 7 days, I fell in love with this thing. If Carla couldn't find me, she knew where I was at. I was in the bathroom checking out this bidet.
In the bidet.
I mean,
so let me. So you were at the beach in the summertime. I bet that cool water, I bet that got your attention. That must have been refreshing.
But it's not startling. It is not startling. And that's what's great about it. So The last night I was there, Carla's already asleep. We're getting ready to leave the next morning. And I get on Amazon and I find one that had great reviews and it was on sale at 47% off. It was when they were doing one of them sales. And I got this thing delivered to my house for $45. That's it. It took me 10 minutes to install it. And I don't know nothing about nothing as far as plumbing or fixing or doing. But I put in 10 minutes, I installed it. And until I hit the lottery and I get that Cadillac that's got the whole deal, I'm loving this thing just fine. I mean, it works like a charm. Now, Carla, she's suspicious. She has not checked it out yet. She refused to do it in Alabama, and she has refused to do it here. She's just like,
girl does not know what she is missing.
I know.
She doesn't. What does she think? Carla is very fastidious, and maybe she thinks that she's in there with a garden hose spraying, her lady bits. It's not like that. Did you try to explain to her it's not like that?
Sheri, do you remember during the pandemic, there was a toilet paper shortage, so we gave a bidet we gave away a bidet a day in May, right? We did that. I can guarantee you that it wasn't one of those $10,000 ones that we were giving away every day.
I'm pretty sure it wasn't a $45 one if it was Tony.
Yeah.
Hey, and listen, speaking of that, I want you, and we talked about this last night. I said, take away the cost of the toilet paper, take the cost of those fancy wipes and things. I'll pay for this bidet in a matter of months. I will be in the green. I will be in the green with this deal. Now, my daughter Alex.
Let me just pause. I apologize for the dogs barking, but Kevin went.
I got one of those. I just don't even think nothing about it.
I just knew it wasn't mine.
Yeah,
I was like, Kevin, it's not mine.
Kevin went outside, and the dog will never. The separation. This poor shelter dog. The separation anxiety is, and there's nothing I can do unless I just quit my job and start over somewhere else. So I apologize. I apologize. But what I was saying about Carla is she's such a. You know what Carla is like? I haven't used this expression in a million years, or maybe ever. She is such a lady. And a lady doesn't hose her coochie down in the bathroom.
Well, see,
she does not understand what she is missing and how awesome it is.
And see, I tried to explain to her the bidet that was at Orange Beach, it only had one spout, which that means it's only a rear spout. It did not have the feminine spout. I spent the extra bucks to get the feminine spout. I said, I've got you a spout. You get two spouts. I only get one spout. She's still not on it. But Alex, my daughter Alex, she found out I got one, and she was like, "Oh my God, I've been wanting one." I said, "Hey, come on down to the house." They've moved close to us now. I said, "Come on down to the house. You try it out, see what you think." I said, "Because it's no money. It doesn't cost anything. It's nice."
And it
So
was easy to install.
oh
Pretty
God,
easy to install.
10 minutes. They give you a metal water hose, and you cut your water off the toilet, and then you put a T thing on the bottom of the toilet, and then you put your original hose to that, and you put the hose to the bidet on the other spout out, and that's it. I mean, that's it. That's it. I mean, it's awesome. And the controls are right to the right hand side, and you can choose. You can clean. You can turn it on clean if you need to clean the spouts,
like your hiking boots. Yeah, you can do that.
And then you can turn it. You turn it on the regular, and then you turn it on the feminine, and whichever one you've got it turned on, it comes out, and then you can adjust the volume. It's got a little dial beside you, and you just turn it. It starts off slow, and you turn it till it hits that pressure washer status, and that's it. So we're eating dinner, and so we're talking about this, and I'm telling Alex all about it. And so her son, Dean, he's 2 years old. He has to go potty, so she takes him to the potty. And so all of a sudden, I heard screaming in the bathroom, just screaming, high-pitched screaming. We all jump up, and Alex comes out of the bathroom, and she can't catch her breath for laughing. They're in the bathroom. Dean has done his deal. He's done his potty. And so she had to go to the bathroom. And so he was going to wait on her. So no sooner does she sit down that he sees this dial, and he just grabs the dial and turns it wide open. She's not expecting anything. So if you're sitting on a toilet and you have no idea that water is coming at you from under the toilet, you're terrified. So she jumps up. Well, the stream of water runs right up her back. It's doing it all over her. It's hitting the wall, and she's jumping around. And so her first bidet experience was not a good one, but I talked to her. They were down last night, and I asked, she went to the restroom. I said, "Did you try out the bidet?" And she said, "I did by myself." She said, "There should be a warning to not allow a toddler to come into the bathroom with you when you're using the bidet." But yeah, oh man, my life has changed. It's just awesome. It's so, so, so awesome. One of the greatest inventions ever.
You know what's funny, and it's all cultural, like Carla's squeamishness, it's all cultural. There are cultures that simply cannot fathom that you think you're clean with just toilet paper, right?
No, European,
Yeah.
they've had this too for a long time.
So is it not surprising that in some countries where they seem a little bit more casual about the, whole deodorant thing, they seem more obsessive about this than we are in this country?
And
that.
they're ahead of us because it is a fabulous thing to have. It really is.
And the doctors will tell you. Doctors will tell you it's way better for you, as far as not just hygiene, but medically. It's very much better than toilet paper or stuff like that. Are you doing it manually? It's way better.
There's a Japanese restaurant that me and my niece go to sometimes, and they have its Toto brand, which Lamar knows is the state of the art for Japanese
Toto,
toilets.
Baby. Toto, yeah.
There are Toto toilets that I think will, while you're doing your business, they'll steam your clothes and fix you a smoothie. These things do everything. And so the first time we went there, my niece goes in and uses the ladies' room. She's gone a long time, but this. Her baby was small then, and this was a girls' night out, and I thought maybe she took a little nap. No judgment. She comes out and she's like, "Aunt Sherry, you have to go to the bathroom and make sure you try one of everything." I said, "Oh, do they have like fancy soaps and lotions?" She said, "No, they have the state-of-the-art Toto toilet in there. This thing, you could program it to heat itself up so you wouldn't be sitting on a cold seat."
Yeah.
Max, you had all these different choices for what kind of water experience you wanted, and then a gentle a gentle stream of warm air drying everything
Yeah.
off.
Oh yeah. Oh my
That
gosh.
sounds like something I would
was
really
amazing.
like. Yeah.
You would like it, trust
Oh,
me.
there's nothing wrong. There is nothing wrong. Here's what Carla says. Here's what Carla her main objection, and mine does not even have this. Her main objection is she does not want the heated seat. She said because if she sits down on a heated seat, it makes her think somebody was there right before her, and she can't stand the thoughts of that. She cannot
She is
stand the
such a
thoughts
dainty
of that.
lady.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, you
Such
cannot
a
stand the
lady.
thought. But man, I'm telling you, it is awesome. It is awesome. I had bought one. Costco had one that you could install, and and it had all the electric stuff on. This has been about 10 years ago, and that thing was like $300. Every time we went in Costco, I walked by and looked at it every time, and it just sat there, and it just sat there. And one day, I walked in, and it was $125. I told Carla, I said, it's going
That's
home.
it.
It's going home with me. Now I didn't like it because of course, all the heating elements and stuff. It's sort of and it's a weird looking toilet seat. It's really heavy in the back. That's where everything is. But I ran an extension cord in my bathroom from where I plug in the hair dryer to the toilet. Okay, I mean we're talking Jethro here. I mean no doubt the Beverly Hillbillies. But I could not get the function, and I had to take it back. It was the only one I had, and I had to return it. And so I got sort of and then I didn't want to go into all the trouble of having power and stuff run. This thing right here, until like I say, I hit the lottery, this is going to work out for me. I love this thing. I love it.
You know what I love about this for you? Because it was really, $150, right? And you did all the
Yeah.
labor yourself, and you've been
Yeah.
daydreaming about this for a long time. You just gave yourself the gift of a small, simple, sensual pleasure. And you are the sensuous man, so it doesn't surprise me that you would be
True.
wired for this.
True.
But that
True.
little act of self-care and mindfulness, because Max, I want you to think about, like, especially the way our jobs work. You may have never really stopped to consider, but we live by a really tight clock.
Mhm.
Like if one of us has to go to the like if Max has to go to the bathroom, he can't take his time because the song is going to end or
No.
the commercial's going to end. And hello, where's Max, right? So
Yep.
we live by so regimented that we are constantly rushing. I'll be right back. I just need a drink. I'm going to use this break to run to the bathroom. Hang on, somebody's at the door, right? But Lamar Richardson, he may be owned by the clock, but when this man steps into the restroom and closes the door behind him, he's having a spa
It's
day.
another world. It's another world.
He's feeling the water. He's feeling the sensations. He is having a moment of Zen, mindful self-care. Good for you, buddy.
Yeah.
Now, of course, you do need to
suggest it
know.
for anybody.
You do need to factor in now that the next time we're working and you say, I'll be right back, just going to use the restroom, Max and Doc are going to look at each other.
I know.
They're going to look at each other and Max is going to think, indeed you are.
I've trained myself that when we're working, we're working. I do have to run in every once in a while because I hydrate myself way too much, but I'm completely hydrated. But yeah. See, this is the thing you buy, and it's not like you buy and you're never going to use it. You know you're going to use it. You're going to use it probably a couple of times a day. I mean,
You use it a lot.
There you are. Yeah. This is a good purchase.
Yeah.
This is a good purchase. It really is. Hey, the one that Katie's got at her house, it has a remote control. You actually have a remote control. So you don't have to be looking down trying to figure that up. You just pull the remote up and then you dial up whatever you want to happen, and it happens.
So not to, do they, like, what's the toilet paper scenario in Japan where your daughter lives? Like, do they buy toilet paper? Like, what's the dealio?
They don't really have it. They don't have toilet paper hanging there. They've mostly got like a Kleenex box or like just some paper towels or whatever there. But you really don't And that's just to wash your hands. I mean, because you get to blow dry. I mean, you get to style and everything. You're blow drying everything. So
what does poor Carla do?
Oh, well, she has to do it then. Oh yeah, she said. Oh yeah, she has to do it then. And she's like, she's okay with it, but she will not turn on. She will not turn on the heated seat. She will not turn on the heated seat. So, but other
even
than that,
though she knows she's the one heating it.
Yes, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It's just the idea of it. It's just the idea of it.
So she would rather sit on a cold seat and be uncomfortable than heat it, knowing that she's the one heating it with the device. Okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hey, you know what?
much.
It doesn't have to make sense. She's a dainty lady, and she likes what she likes. I don't understand that, like, the people that buy I guess they're flushable wet wipes. I don't really believe that part, that they're flushable. Do you? I don't really believe that. I don't believe that they're flushable. Well, they do flush. You know what else flushes? A mitten. A mitten is also flushable.
You know what though? I think they have really improved those. And they're a lot more degradable now than I think they once were. So,
you know what? I'm going to take your word for it, but I'm suspicious of those. I'm real suspicious, and I've had a lot of so-called flushable trauma. Before we moved into our house, we were in a rental house, and my daughters ran out of toilet paper in their bathroom. And then rather than ask me, Mom, is there more toilet paper? Spoiler alert, there's always more toilet paper. I have a Costco membership. Yes. Mom, is there more toilet paper? Or maybe opening a closet door and getting a roll of toilet paper. Those two queens went through a package of Neutrogena makeup remover wipes.
Oh, wow.
As the Roto-Rooter man later explained. Oh, yeah. Wow. So when you tell me that something's flushable, I'm like, is it though?
Yeah. I can see where you're.
Is it really?
Well, see, yeah. That bad boy that's right down the hall from me, it'll solve all those problems. Solves them all. Everything.
Yeah. I would never need to think of it again. I mean, I would be done.
Yep.
Wow.
Take it off the checklist.
Well, Lamar, I'm really happy for you, and I'm not even a little bit jealous. Like, I'm a lot jealous. How about you, Max?
I am jealous. Yes, I am jealous. Yes.
There we go. Well, that's it for another exciting, if somewhat of a cringe episode talking about this thing, but it is awesome, and I want to thank everybody for listening. Hope you enjoyed it. We had a great time. Tell everybody about the Talking Lamar podcast. Tell them about the Bob and Sheri show. Tell them about True Weird Stuff. Tell them about everything. It's the next thing to tithing. I'm telling you. Tell them. Y'all hang on. Give us a minute. Let me look up I got my number here. Yes, you need to call 844-52-SHERI and leave a message. Max loves to get messages. He loves to listen to them, and then he plays them back for me and Sheri, and we all enjoy them. We want to hear what you got to say.
Yes, I do, Lamar.
Thank you so much. And listen, don't be a stranger, because you know I hate a quitter. Until then.